Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And yeah, it seems that there is another journalist, a BBC journalist, that is, pretty much saying that she wants to purge gamers. Now, I'm not quite sure what these people are doing nowadays, that these journalists are just really outing themselves to just be terrible, horrible people. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be very good. And of course, as always, they get destroyed by it, because these people are technically awful people. We have this from Jules Hardy here, saying, can we agree that for round 2 of this, it can be the final purge of these kinds of gamers? It's 2024, and I've been arguing about this for decades. Can we have at least a full detox of these dudes so we can get back to the positive gaming community we have been creating? And this person has been saying, we really got you pressed by existing. We've never worked with Sweet Baby Inc. You all saw Black and consulting and decided that we all work together. Sounds like racism. We're not stopping, so have fun. So, and Melanie Mack says, AKA, you want to purge real gamers in favor of activists who can't hang in a multiplayer lobby without having a meltdown, or who can't navigate a single-player game without yellow paint, shiny ledges, and the character telling them what to do. She goes on to say, I want to purge the hate and vitriol from gamers who refuse to allow gaming to evolve and adapt to what humans are doing. I have no problem with opposing viewpoints, but I hate violence and aggressive behavior. Is it okay in any realm you live in? And I'm going to rebuttal to that, but give me a second here, because I have something that actually contradicts exactly what she's saying. You're one of the most hateful people out there, from the Yellow Flash. And we have this from Grum saying, you're lying. Your exact words were a final purge of these types of gamers, and that means people, not ideas. People. Yeah, and exactly. And my rebuttal to this is exactly so. Is that you want to purge the hate, right? Or what have you. There is no actual hate. When we game, a lot of the times, especially in competitive games, you're going to get backlash, you're going to get some type of rude or stupid comment or what have you. This is going to happen. This is gaming 101 here, alright? You come and kick somebody's ass and you beat them good, or you reach your weapon in, and then guess what? You're going to get backlash, you're going to retaliate or what have you. Go play League of Legends in solo queue for one game, and you'll understand the actual toxicity or stupidity of gamers. But if you go and talk to these people randomly, they're normally not bad people. But again, you are violence. Where's the violence in here, by the way? There is no actual violence in gaming. If we want to go to actual physical violence in terms of, like, inside the game, alright? If we're talking about inside the game, yeah, there's violence or whatever, depending on what game you're doing, playing, or what have you. But the aggressive behavior is always going to happen in competitive games. Women do this too, by the way. This is not just something that, that's just a single part of for women. But, again, as Melanie Mac says, you want to purge real gamers. Again, real gamers, before when women entered this space, before when they wanted to enter a man's space and take it over and sexualize it like they did on Twitch, nobody had a problem with this. It wasn't until you guys started coming into our space and wanting to change things. This is the reality of everything. You wanted to change things. That's what you wanted to do. Nobody had a problem with this. And that's the reason why people are having such a huge problem with you people. It's because you want to come in and change everything that's in the gaming sphere. I don't want my gaming sphere to change. I like it the way it is. The gaming sphere accepts everybody. Put a little point in with you, right? I play with a trans person in League of Legends. Alright? There is no hate, there is no problems. And the best thing I like about this one trans individual, they're even in my Discord, and I post all these things about, like, what these trans people do or whatever in my Discord that has been to do with, like, what the trans are doing or what have you, with crimes, right? But this person, as far as I have been talking to this person, they have not tried to push their ideology or anything onto me, and they haven't gone, as far as I know, has not want to go after kids. And I've always made this statement here. If you want to be trans, please go ahead and be trans. I don't care. Do what you want. But don't try to enforce your ideology or anything else onto me or go after kids. If you don't do that, I don't care. If we can have a normal conversation, be normal with people. We may disagree politically, but that's fine in most cases, unless, obviously you're asking for, the kids thing, right? What have you. But in most cases, I don't care. And this is the same thing that has a lot to do with with gaming in general. People don't care. Majority of people don't care. The only thing that we care about is your actual ability to play the game. That's it. There's nothing wrong here. And of course, this person is a host for BBC and stuff like that, agent, big red talent, and what have you. This is not a person that supports what we support or what have you. She's not really a gamer. She's a far left activist that's trying to push things into stuff of that. She, they, which of course they means more than one person. Also, go figure, they're in London, so there's that. And then we have this from the Bounding Into Comics, saying BBC gaming presenter Jules Hardy calls for current Sweet Baby Inc. discourse to end with a final purge of ideological opponents from the medium. And of course, what I mean purge is obviously anybody that is, in her view, far right. The only reason why people are angry about the Black Girl Gamers thing is simply because of this, right? Is that people are tired of you woke ideologues coming into our place, and that you're a part of Sweet Baby Inc. Again, that's our problem here. If Sweet Baby Inc. has put in their woke ideologies into stuff, it wasn't because you're black, having the word black. However, when you put in Black Girl Gamers, you're trying to make it to where the fact that black girls or black women are not represented, and you need to force yourself into more black people or black female gamers into the community. I don't see where there's a shortage of black girl gamers in our community. You're just trying to force it onto other people and put this DEI stuff into it, and that's the reason people hate it. It's not because you're saying the word black and they hate black people. It's because you're trying to put DEI stuff into their games, and they hate it. That's it. Nobody wants DEI. Nobody wants this social justice stuff into their games. Plain and simple. So again, we have all this stuff. Hardy, perhaps best known to viewers of the government-funded British programming network for her having served as the host of 2021's Top Gear Gaming Show and 2017's Gaming Show, shared her opinion on the aforementioned debate on March 22nd in response to a tweet from the narrative consulting company Black Girl Gamers. Retweeting a now deleted post from user Becky, which they proposed the creation of the Steam creator page, Becky said that Black Girl Gamers, you wanted to defend Sweet Baby Inc. With all you could possibly well here is your page because you wanted to finish Sweet Baby and went in when I know that you both work together on projects and force DEI is nothing more than racism. So again, that's it. That's it. And if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with that. There has nothing to do with the actual racism or what have you. So again with Black Girl Gamers, we're talking to the Act Man, which I don't like the Act Man at all. Actually, says he goes on to say, I started to look into the Space Tweaking Inc. stuff, and I cannot fathom why game studios would hire a narrative consultant group. Isn't that what led to Reddit are for? Why not just hire a better team and keep it in-house? Tells you don't understand the gaming industry without telling us. Please don't keep feeding these trolls. Honestly, we've been doing this for years and trolls always come. But for us, it's not necessarily about feeding them. It's about showing an opposing narrative because sometimes non-epidemic companies will go online and see one perspective of theirs and take it as gospel. It's also in defense of Sweet Baby Inc. who work in similar lane to us, who do great work, and it's nice to see solidarity when being attacked online. Again, so you guys are also doing similar things, if not what have you, with Sweet Baby Inc. Now, you may or may not be a part of it. However, you do the same things as Sweet Baby Inc., including this DEI stuff, and nobody wants it. Again, further proving his point. So I don't see where you guys are going with this. And, of course, this person gets absolutely destroyed. Yeah, it's Again, you were not. No, you were not here first. People were here back in the 80s, 90s. We heard nothing of you people, nothing of you people, until recently. So shut up. Please keep tweeting. Thank you. We all are the absolute minority in the gaming community. You want to get rid of 90% of gamers? Negativity in gaming exists only where you people show up. Yeah, exactly. So again, she's getting destroyed here, and as rightfully so. Alright guys, that's it for the video. So like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.